Right, I'm just recording here. Arena Kings is on, so I'm going to play maybe half an hour, possibly an hour of this. So I'm just going to join. I'm not going to be playing the whole event though, I don't think. Just maybe half an hour to an hour, 5 to 10 games, maybe something like that. Right, 1918, good luck. What's that? My opponent has disconnected? Oh, it's... Okay, just keep it simple, traditional. Just look to castle. Pushes up. I think I'll just drop back and then just try and develop the knight here. Just need the sound a tad bit higher. I'll make room for the knight. And again, rook across makes room for the bishop to drop back to line up the threat. It's giving me a chance to take there. I think I should drop back. I'm going to drop the knight back, then I can take with the knight if I wish. Which I think I will. Again, bishop can maybe come to c7 rather than b8 now. And then potentially, rook to take the bishop might be playable at some point. Right, so we connect the two rooks. h6 is sensible, maybe not now. So knight up if knight takes, queen check, and check and he escapes, so that's not quite playable. I'm going to play h6 and see if I tempt him at some point to sack. And if it works for him, of course, you say well done. As it might be an idea to run on the other side. Not easy to see how to make progress. Maybe I should centralise the rook or double the rooks up. Yeah, that's what my opponent is doing. Yeah, I think I should do the same and double up. Or do I go on the d file? Probably this file. Bishop down, I think I can take it. Knight up might be a threat now. Knight takes check across its mate. The king's escape square is cut. So he's headed that off. So how bold do I want to be? I'm going to play h5. And now he's no longer got bishop takes pawn as well. He pushes up. Knight takes is not a move. So let's just try and work this side. Right, I actually hit the knight there. It's not guarded. Hit the pawn. Got to be careful about a bishop move though. But right now the knight and the rook both guard the other rook. So he's dropped his knight back. So bishop takes, pawn takes doesn't work. Knight takes I don't think works. So I'm just going to grab the pawn while I can. I'm looking at knight takes, something like this, but I need the queen back. Just hope I'm not wasting moves here. Giving him momentum to counter. Bishop moves I can take the rook, I think. So I probably want to put the queen back where it was. I'm going to briefly stop after this game. I've got a little desk fan I could do with it. It's a little bit warm here now. The summer weather has finally arrived after a very cold spring. Or colder than it usually is. Oh, he has moved now. I thought I could just take. But if I take here first, if he takes the rook, I just take the queen. So he's going to have to double his pawn. Then I can trade. It must be good for me, surely, because it's going to weaken another pawn. Now I can just trade the rooks, I think, and try and grab another pawn or get the queen back. So I hope this works. Okay, so I've got check. If the queen goes back, I trade and I take. King up, I just win the queen, so I think he has to trade. Now I can either grab a pawn or I can grab this one after a trade. So I'll be 2 pawns up and he's virtually out of time, he just resigns. Okay, that's a good win. Have I got time to pause here? Right, I'm just going to play my second game in Arena Kings now. I've just got my little desk fan set up there. So 2099, good luck. Let's go c4. And 2177 is a new personal best rating for me in blitz on chess.com, so playing at my limits here, so I'm more likely to go down than up, but let's just see. Okay, I'm going to push there, then maybe bishop up. I could take with a pawn, but I think just take with a bishop. Maybe try and grab the pawn, but then I've got queen check. So I'm just going to try and castle now. Yeah, I think I should. I'm going to play bishop here to try and come in here. And now maybe I can look for a move like pawn up and rook across. So pawn up, hope there's no discovery. And then, can I get away with trying to double the rooks up? And then obviously a move like h3, give the king a square for later in the game. Just pushes, wow. Okay, I'm going to take there, there's a hit to a pawn now, can I take it? I don't see why not, so I'm going to take it. The knight moves, I trade the bishop. The knight can't hit the queen or a rook. Now I've actually got bishop up to hit the queen there. Where does the queen go? Queen up and we trade queens, I think. Yeah, I could have grabbed a pawn, but I think I should trade the queen. Rook across. Obviously I still need a move like h3. Ooh, have I got bishop up now and I can trade and then jump the knight in? That looks very tempting, then try and plant the knight. Right, I'm going to take there. Ooh, now I can go here, hit the bishop and pawn. Now if the bishop goes back, I don't actually see anything, so I'm going to go here. So bishop comes forward. I can't actually deflect for the check. So I'm just going to play the h3. Oh, I should have gone g3 because of the dark squared bishop. I might play that next move. Again, that was careless, wasn't it? The bishop can guard the h3 square. Yeah, let's go g3 now. You know, I'm just going to push. I should have gone g3 the move before. I've just wasted a move there, but not to worry. Okay, I'm actually going to go f4 and then king up. Bishop checks, I could trade, but the knight looks very good where it is. So I'm going to take. Okay, I've got knight back, but I think just double the rooks up. And I think I should run the king up, but try not to blunder my pawns. Easily done. Rook up, so again there's a target if I can get to it. I don't see how at present. Right, I'm going to push the pawn. Push again. Okay, I'm going to take that. I think I can actually just push another pawn. Goes with a bishop. Oh, now that's allowed the fork. In which case the other pawn could fall as well. That's a good move though, but I think I have to take. If I get a chance to sack, I'm going to do it. Give the exchange away for everything. Take, 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 take. Okay, now it doesn't work, so let's put this rook behind and try and run. So I'm threatening to simply push there. Bishop back, have I got rook check? King takes, take, take. No, I don't, but I can grab here, so that's a win. So another new personal best, 2183, excellent. 2094, good luck. Let's play another carro. Bishop up, I'll take. Knight across. Yeah, I'm going to go g6 because of that bishop. Let's castle. Queen up, so queen up's tempting, but I don't think it quite works. I'll play knight up to hit the bishop. Very tempting to take, but then it opens the file. Could be very, very double-edged, that. Bishop up, knight down. I don't really want to take, but I think it's playable. Let's just plop the knight back. The knight guards the bishop now. So queen across creates at least a basic threat. Just a sacrifice for the pawn. I doubt it's that good a sacrifice, but at least it lines it up as a potential. So let's go there and line it up. Okay, defends it. I'm going to just push the pawns up and try and gradually edge forward here, not sure how yet. Rook across. Okay, I'm going to look to trade that annoying bishop. But how do I actually make progress? I'm not sure. I can obviously centralise the rook, but I don't see how I actually make progress. So let's drop back, look to centralise, guard the pawns. Okay, rook across. E6 I guess is logical at some point. Well, the knight is pinned now. So knight back. So now he's had to weaken his defence. I think I can still play knight back anywhere here. But maybe take with a rook if takes. Ooh, pushes. That I didn't expect. Okay, I'll see which way you're going to go. It's got to be that way. Take, 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 take doesn't work for me. Pawn up doesn't work just yet. So let's just play e6 to fix this pawn, and we can try and guard this. But I have to try and break through now, or I'm going to be struggling. So I'm going to have to take a gamble and double the rooks, I think. Queen across. Okay, well I'll stick to the plan and try and double the rooks whilst keeping an eye on this if I can. Hold on, can I push immediately? I think I have to push immediately actually. My opponent might be wanting to sack everything here. Yeah, I'm going to trade the queens. It isolates one of my pawns as well, but takes a little bit of heat out of the position for both of us, to be fair. How I make progress now, I'm not sure. There's a square for the rook. I'll try to double up. Rook across takes, bishop takes, I'll take the pawn. Pushes. Okay, I think I can double up then and try and play a move like rook up. How I make progress after that, I do not know. I'm going to try and fix this. Rook up, trade, trade, check. We're going to simplify everything. Let's play rook up then. I don't think a sack here is actually going to work, but... Right, take, take. I don't like the look of that, but... No, I don't like the look of that. Let's go up. I don't think I can afford to trade. I might need bishop back. Let's kick the rook there. I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to gamble everything here. I'm going to sack these pawns. Yeah, probably wasn't a very good gamble, was it? Where on earth can I go? I've got to go there just to waste a move. And now I ain't really got a move, have I? Let's play bishop down to at least guard one pawn. Now, I'm going to gamble here again because I'm down on the clock now. And now I can't really stop this, can I? If pushes now I can take. Now I can bring the king in. Done it. Managed to somehow flag him for another personal best rating. Wow. I don't think it's that I'm playing well. I think I'm just having a little bit of luck, but 21.89. Okay, I said I'm going to play half an hour, possibly an hour, so I'll play in a bit more. 20.51. Good luck. Let's just develop the bishop and pawn up. Okay, do I take the knight? I often do, but I don't think I will. I sometimes do take the knight in these positions just to cause a imbalance, just to mix it up. Pre-move in case takes the pawn, don't think will. But it's a safe pre-move. If it doesn't take, it doesn't happen. Or has done. So I'm just looking to castle. Bishop down, I can drop back or I can trade. Otherwise I need to find a square for the bishop. Rook across to c1. Maybe first, and then knight across. Sorry, knight across it up, see if I can use a mouse. Is it that useful or... I'm going to play it, because if takes, the bishop takes, I create pressure on the pawn. So knight up, I just take the pawn. Otherwise, I might need the bishop back to get it out of the fire there. So I'm going to just spend a move getting the bishop back. Okay, now comes forward, so I'm going to drop the bishop right back. And we can always create the diagonal pressure. Chooses to push. Okay, I'm going to take then off of the queen trade. Okay. I think I like the idea of pinning the knight there. Again, it's kind of wasting a move in a way, because with a queen trade, bishop takes, pawn takes, it frees up a space for my king, but... not easy to see what to do. I'm going to get the queen up, just so it's off that centre. I'm still guarding the knight. Just try and centralise the rook, so maybe a holding move. I'm trying to hold this diagonal in reserve, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with it, so I'm not going to go for anything too blatantly obvious. But again, how do you create pressure? My opponent pushes forward, that's logical. I'm going to centralise the rook. If it pushes again, can I get away with this? I have to take with a pawn, or I have to take the rook first. Take, rook, check, rook back. This is why you often need a move like h3. My opponent's the same position. Maybe h6 or g6, so you avoid the silly sloppy back ranks, which is so easy to blunder. Okay, now can I get the knight there? I don't see how. I'm going to trade one of the rooks. Again, he has to go with the... what? If he goes with the queen, a take, he takes, he's fine. If he goes with the rook, I take the knight, he takes, I take, and there's no back rank. So I think he has to take with a queen, so I might get rook across. Maybe I've got queen over. Can I just get away with grabbing? Queen down, knight back is the idea. I've no idea if this works, but I'm going to try and take it and drop back. Bishop takes, king takes, queen check, knight back. Bishop moves, there is a back rank issue here now. Right, so I have to take. Now I thought I could drop the knight back, but there is a queen check. So I think I have to go here to cover this. This is exactly why you need the pawns up, but right now the bishops are so strong I can't really stop much anywhere. Although, knight down, he's got bishop down. I'm going to have to play f3 and try and drop the bishop back, I think. Now I can maybe push. Let's play up. And I'm going to offer the queen trade because it should be a good trade for me now. Let's hit the queen and throw in a check. I might have to play queen back to c2. Queen back. I'm playing the clock here rather than the position, of course, now. I'm looking for bishop up there. Oh god, I've blundered it. I've just blundered it, but he's only got seconds left, but there's nothing I can do. All I can literally do is holding moves and hope he can't promote. Oh my goodness, I lost it 0.1 of a second. How the heck did I lose that? How the hell did I lose that game? 2186, good luck. I was so far up on the clock, wasn't I? How was that possible? How is that possible? How is it possible not to win that game? Go c5 here, pushes. I'm just going to drop back, knight across. Okay, I'm going to take bishop up and make room for the rook there. Knight up isn't quite a move, so I guess I have to drop the knight back, right? I might be missing something. I'd like bishop up here just to solidify the diagonal. Rook down is interesting, but the queen has got squares, there's no trap there. So let's plot the bishop on the diagonal and try and bring the other knight back out of the terrible corner. Could be in a lot of trouble here. My opponent's got a really dangerous attack. I have to take with a bishop if takes, I think. Otherwise I hang checkmate. Oh, I've hung checkmate, haven't I? It is checkmate. How did I do that? I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? That previous game threw me completely there. Had it won and chucked it away. Alright, 2018, good luck. Let's just hit the bishop there. I don't think that's the best line, but we'll see. Let's play rook across. He does go queenside, so we'll push the pawn. Going to try and line up the sacrifice. I'm going to play the knight forward rather than to this side. Now I have to drop back. And just pressure the knight, make room for the rook. Preparing to push this side at the right time. Well, let's push the pawn. So now we have something to aim for. Whether we can get there is another matter. So let's play rook across. If the bishop moves, I'll trade the rook. So he's played rook forward. Have I got a move like knight up here? Doesn't quite work, does it? It doesn't quite work. So let's play knight out wide then again, maybe trade the rook still. If he takes, I think I can take the rook. Brings his pawn into the middle, but it feels instinctively like what I should do rather than knight takes bishop. But if the queen wanders off, I might get a chance to sack. He has taken, so I'm going to take. I can't pre-move here, he didn't have to take back. But now he has a have to take. Don't want to throw that knight away, so I'll play across. Just a tempo on the queen there, and then maybe pawn up here. Just so I can step the king up and release the bishop. Again, I'm going to have to lose that pawn, but I've got knight up maybe. Hit the queen, hit two pawns. He defends for now. So let's go c5. Try and open things up. He hits the knight. So let's guard the knight. Has the benefit of closing this diagonal a little bit. Okay, let's hit the knight. So if he takes now, I take here. He's hit my knight. So why can't I take? He takes, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. Yeah, if he takes here, I'm hitting both knights. He takes back. Right, so let's just drop the knight back. So we're going to try and target this pawn. I don't know how though. Have I got him? Ooh, offers a trade. I'm going to go here and hit the pawn and threaten potentially this way. Knight or bishop. There's knight does cover, I've seen that. Let's guard this pawn, maybe release the queen. Okay, I can't now. Left it a move too late, that was careless. Let's pin this knight. If he pushes, I can then take. Right, let's threaten a check or a knight in. Well, bishop check really. Okay, now I'll drop back and look to trade the knight. Oops. Is that an oops moment? It is. I'm pretty certain I can't afford to take that, and I'm down on the clock as well. Well, now there's a pin threatened there. He's got a knight to block. He's really lucky. Knight up, knight takes, bishop pins the queen is a threat. Oh, knight takes, he hits my queen. Okay, but now he has to defend it. He's got knight down, knight takes. How the heck has he defended all that? How has he defended that? Unreal. I think he can just push his pawn. I don't know why he didn't. I think he could have just pushed his pawn there. He's still got me all beaten, hasn't he? All beaten, all ends up. I've got no way to really unwind, I don't think. Oh, I've got a queen check though, with bishop back. Okay, keep this pin there. Okay, that's a good move. Let's look for the queen trade just because of the clock. Oh, blundered it, wow. Wow, well done. Shocking game, wasn't it? That previous game threw me completely. I'm going to stop soon. There's no point playing on now. 2048, good luck. Makes my intentions obvious. As soon as the bishop's hit, I'm just simply going to trade. Let's play queen up, hit the pawn. Let's play knight up. I could actually play bishop back potentially here, why not? If he takes, I get to bring a pawn across. Right, let's play rook across and trade a set of rooks. He's played up, so I'll take. Yeah, I'll just play across and trade another set of rooks. Bishop takes first, then I can take the rook, or knight takes. I've got knight back. I don't have much else, do I? Maybe king across. I think to be sensible I'll have to put the knight back. Just try and guard the other knight. I can always drop back. Queen down is the obvious move, what he's gone for, so can I take? If he takes there, I take here. He can't take the other knight, so I think I can grab the pawn. It's whether I'm blundering a back rank, but I've got bishop down right now. I say knight, and if pawn takes, knight across, queen check, bishop blocks, and he's got bishop down. So what's wrong? Oh, I see what's wrong. I've got queen takes pawn though. Oh, is that the internet? No, I've made a complete hash of this, haven't I? I'm just lost. How the heck have I blundered this? I thought I had bishop down and he's just in. What the heck have I done? I have to take. But now he's just got a back rank, hasn't he? I had no option but to take there. But eventually I have to block and he's got bishop there and I don't see how I defend it unless I've got queen across or something. So I have to hit the queen, I have to block the check, he's got bishop down and I'm hoping I've got queen across. Or I'm just plain lost. He's obviously got this at some point, but if he closes the path then there ain't no defense. If he gives me just one move to throw in a move like h6, I might be alright. Let's just see what he does. So that's a forced move. Bishop down, queen down I think is a forced move. I don't see any other way to avoid an immediate mate. There is no check. So that's a forced move. He won't take here, but he's got me in a complete bind to do what he wants now. I think I can drop the queen back there, and if takes, I can take. I might have dodged a bullet there, I'm not sure yet. So if the queen wanders off, I can maybe try and grab the bishop. So now I'm a pawn up. That felt very much like I was lost, didn't it? Okay, let's centralize the bishop and bring the king up. Okay, so let's break the pin. I don't see how I move my pawns much though, apart from playing simple advances, so I'll throw that forward. I'll throw another forward. I think I can push the pawn here. Might be wrong. Let's take with the bishop, because I've still got another pawn to come. I have to go with the knight, and I have to try and get these on dark squares. Now I have to try and push or get in before he blasts me away. But I'm up on time here, I can afford to slow down. I'm threatening a check to grab. Well, now I've got a check to grab this way. He's got no way with his king to come in there, has he? So now we hit another pawn. Oh, he's let me take. So he realised he couldn't do much there. But now I've got time to drop back, so that's a good game. That's a good win. Right, 2298, good luck. Okay, we have the two knights. I'll just click my little fan on again. Okay, let's take and go e6. I've got knight up or pawn forward, I think, here. I think knight up first. I think pawn up's playable, but I can't quite remember. Let's play knight up. Again, I think I can allow him to advance, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just castle. Okay, now I'm going to trade and just jump the knight across. Let's play queen up to pressure this pawn. Just try and make room to centralise. Okay, so now I want to move the queen, of course, so let's just drop back. If he comes down, maybe I've got bishop up. Otherwise, I'm going to try and double the rooks up if I can. Not sure I can, but I'm going to attempt it, just to double the rooks. I'm just simply trying to put pressure on this pawn here. If he pushes, I think I can take. Oh, he's just thrown his other pawn forward. Well, I guess I have to just stick to the plan and flip the rook across. Now, can I get away with a push? If he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. I have a slight back rank issue. I'm actually just going to push the pawn and see if he takes here. I'll just take back if he does. Making sure I'm trying to give the king a square so there's no obvious one move back rank made. He's still got both bishops. I can cover both of these diagonals, so obviously he's got the two bishops. So he's played across, so bishop up must be playable. It's whether it's wise to play it or not. I think it's playable though. I'll go with the queen if he takes. So he's gone back, so he's given me a chance to take, take and take, but I don't see how I make it work. So I'm just going to chuck the pawn forward. Okay, I'm going to drop the queen back there. Oh, and I've just blundered, have I? Okay, let's play rook across. I want to be careful that I don't blunder my back rank, but I think I can take. Try and play knight across is my idea. I'm not sure it's very good though. I'm going to threaten to try and grab a pawn here. Now can I still do it? I don't think I can. No, I have to take. And obviously I have to guard the rook, so bishop down I think I can step across. But he's outplayed me here now, he's done very well. Knight across and I just lose another pawn, so that's not really an option. Okay, let's play queen up. Again, I'm trying to line up this sacrifice to try and gain a pawn back. Oh, he's allowed it. If I take, he's got rook down though. Queen down. I have to drop back. And that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm going to try and get rid of his bishop. Hit the pawn. Again, I've got to play the clock as much as the position. Queen up. I think I can take. Now I can drop the queen back potentially. Let's try not to blunder the back rank. If he moves anywhere, I'll take. Wow, that's an excellent win, isn't it, against a 2300? Well, essentially a 2300. Excellent, very good. Okay, I'll play another one. Right, 2197, good luck. Okay, let's go c4 knight up. I'm just going to play e3 and d4, although he plays across. The problem with this is he's got bishop down potentially. And have I blundered again? I think I've got knight across to hit the pawn and then pawn up to make space. Let's play pawn up. I'm going to try and reroute one of the knights here. Okay, he pushes, so I'll just drop back. Knight forward, so I think I need queen up to cover this. Very dangerous position this though. Let's hit the pawn, hit the knight. If he defends with a queen I can take the pawn. Like queen up for instance, I could grab the pawn. And I'm hitting this one as well. So they're the two targets. Oh, I just blundered a pawn there. I didn't even see that was being hit. Now, am I blundering the knight being pinned? Might be. Maybe I should have played bishop up, but I've loosened his pawns. Now he's coming. If I take, I can't take back, so I think I have to play rook across there. If he takes, I take back and I cover the knight check. So queen down, hits my knight, that's annoying. I've got a bishop check though here, but his knight covers it. But if I take, I can take. Ooh, he's hitting the knight as well, so I think I have to take. Let's play knight back and take. He's done exceptionally well there, hasn't he? Knight up isn't a move because I hang my queen. Let's go across. Oh, I've given him knight down and there's no check. That's careless, so he can get rid of my bishop. That was seriously careless beyond belief, wasn't it? That was careless beyond belief, that. This one's gone now, not to worry. Let's play queen out wide, just to try and find a move to give him something to think about. He plays up. Play queen up. I don't know why though, I'm not creating any threat, am I? Rook across is covered. Knight down is not a move. Well, not really a move. Oh, if I go there it's actually mate, and if I go here he's got the knight check, so I have to go there. Oh god, I didn't even see that as well. Yeah, this game's gone, I just didn't even see that. I'll just resign that one. Yeah, a few moves in that game I simply haven't seen the threats, so I'll just get on with the next one. 2074, good luck. Let's go an early d4 this time. I'm still going to go g3. Okay, let's defend the pawn. Knight moves, just trade the bishop, looks okay, so centralize one rook. Is there a sack possible? I don't think so. I don't want to take though. I think I have to take, don't I? I'm going to play e3 here. I'm going to play e3, guard the knight and give her both knights squares this way if they're needed. So let's play rook across. Okay, well that gives me knight in to hit the rook, and I can always drop back again. If he goes there, I've got check and I can take, so he really has to come forward. I'll go back. So he's got a chance of a repetition, but I don't really want a repetition myself. So I'm probably going to play a knight up and hit the other bishop. I don't want to just play for draws. So he's given me a chance to take to get the diagonal, and to be fair, I think I'd do that. I have to take the opportunity to do it, but it might be a fatal mistake by me, this. Well, let's get one of them knights off that diagonal. It might be a dreadful mistake, that. How on earth do I cover this? I have to play an early f3 and rook across or king up. Rook across, I think. And rook up as well. Such a risky gamble to take. Right, let's put the rook up, just so my king can potentially move at least. I'm going to play up and ideally push. I'll take that. If I play up, I think I have to play up. I'm closing that diagonal, that's the purpose. I'm hitting a pawn. But if I take, he can take. So I have to go behind the knight, and I'm walking into a pin. So I'm going to take. You know, I'm going to try and bail out and sack, but I don't think a sack actually does anything. I think I'm just straight lost here. It's a terrible gambit to take. He can always drop back if he wants. I've got one square. Otherwise it's game over, isn't it? A terrible gamble. Maybe I should have plopped the knight in the middle there. Oh, he's gone for the pin though. So let's just push then. He won't take... Oh, he has taken the rook. I didn't think he would. So takes, 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 queen block. Oh, he's gone for another one. Oh. So take, take. I'm going to have to do it. Rook up. He's got a check and I can't really go back. I have to go here. Check and I have to go back. Oh, he's got rook check, of course. What the hell have I just done? Rook check just wins its mate, isn't it? What the hell am I doing? Unbelievable. 2067, good luck. This is a women's candidate master, a title player. Always difficult to play title players. You tend to find title players, whatever the rating is, they tend to be very well booked up theory-wise. Doesn't really matter what the rating says. You have to have a certain theoretical knowledge base, really, in order to get a title in the first place. So let's just castle and simplify, I think. Oh, that's a mistake, is it? It's either a mistake or it's a calculated gamble. Let's pin the bishop. Now I've got knight up. If takes, it's just game over. I think she's blundered. She has indeed blundered. Very good win. So that's a good win, yeah. Anyone with a title has to have really a minimum theoretical knowledge base. So you're always on the back foot when you're an amateur player like I am. So that's a good win for me. 2080, good luck. Okay, let's go b4, the principal move. You often sack the b pawn in the reti. You'd like to play e3, which I can now play. Let's play e3. If takes, I take the bishop. But there is another pawn to be taken. I don't think I can take there. If I remember, I think I push a pawn here. I might be forgetting my theory, of course. I'm just trying to get the bishop up and castle. Okay, now I'm going to take. Let's just bishop up and castle. Okay, just simply knight up. I could maybe try c5 so my opponent can't. Well, I guess that's the same thing. If it does, then I can take en passant. So I can take there. Alright, let's put the rook onto this file where the pawn is. Knight across or knight up are logical. Rook across to make room for the knight is logical. Oh, we're nearly an hour in already. Oof. It's gone by quickly. I was only going to play half an hour to an hour, and I might play more of the event. I'll just bump the sound up another little touch just so I can hear the moves a bit better. Yeah, knight's come forward, hitting the pawn. So pawn up is the obvious move. I don't think I can allow my opponent to take the pawn, so I think I need to push it. Goes back. Well, now we're going to target this, but is it worth it with knight across? Knight over. I'm just going to centralize a rook. Knight across, I think my opponent's got knight over and 3 still defend. I've played the other knight forward. Okay, I'm going to look to trade that knight off, but I don't really want to take it because it brings a pawn across. But now I've got the knight attacking the pawn. Defends that way. I'm just going to play a holding move while I work out what to do. So 3 pieces defend the pawn, and we have 3 pieces attacking the pawn. But bishop back is a playable move, and trying maybe to sack in order to get the pawn as well. Not necessarily a good move, but it looks like a playable move. But otherwise, how do I actually break out of this bunker that I'm in? Knight up. Okay, I'm going to drop the bishop back just to prepare the sack. But I've still got 3 other pieces defending the pawn, so right now it's not worth doing. Queen up. I'm going to play knight up there with a view to coming back to hit the queen. Just get the knight a little... Oh, God. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that it was covered. Yeah, I've lost my concentration, haven't I? 2073, good luck. I'm playing okay, but silly lapses in concentration like that, not good. Let's just play a knight up and trade a set of knights. Okay, I might as well drop back there. I'll just play bishop up. Okay, I'm going to actually push there. If knight in, I'll just take. I won't worry about trying to capture the pawn quickly. There's always centre pushes. Let's play rook over to hit the pawn first. Does indeed push. Might have been a mistake by me, that. Rook up, I guess he just pushes. So I'm going to have to take. I've just blundered this horrifically. Why did he not go with that pawn there? No idea. Let's just go back in the corner. He's got the light squared bishop. Yeah, I've lost my concentration completely, haven't I? Okay, let's play a holding move, give the king a square. Well, now queen up might be playable. Just because of the pin. Bishop up is potentially an annoyance. Not really a threat and annoyance, but pawn up allows this, but it does give me space. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to risk this and push again. Just plays queen up. Okay, let's play rook forward then, just to try and pressure the pawn. The bishop goes back. Let's drop the queen back. Bishop in can easily be blocked, I guess. So I maybe need the other rook across behind the pawn here. Let's just threaten the pawn, try and provoke some sort of response, then maybe rook back behind that one. The bishop's come forward. Okay, let's just pressure this pawn then. I'm trying not to blunder, allowing my opponent in with some sort of sacrifice. So again, let's hit the pawn. The bishop covers this square. He has got the other rook across though. Oh, he's blundered it. He didn't see it. Just like I did in the previous game, he just didn't see it. Hold on, I can just take here, right? No, because I'm hanging a checkmate. Now I can take. I think I've got check, check, rook blocks. But has to be safe to take first. Now I'm threatening this. I'm not threatening that. If the queen comes off, of course it's over. Yeah, my opponent resigns. Just simply didn't see it. I did that in the game before, didn't I? So clearly I'm not playing well enough to tackle these strong players. 1864, good luck. I'll go with a g-pawn this time, just to mix it up a little bit, get out of the mainline theory. I'm going to prepare queenside castling, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. This is extremely tempting, but can easily be defended right now. I'm just preparing the option. Has he played rook across? Okay, I'll do it. So we're both going to launch forward, I guess. How do I actually crack through though? I do not see. Knight down is the obvious move, and I'm just going to have to drop back. But then knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes is a problem. Oh, he's just ignored it, so he's allowing me to push. In that case, I'm going for it. If knight takes, I'll just take, and I'll grab the other pawn. Okay, I'm going to prepare to sack another one. I could be completely lost here, of course. If pushes, I have to counter push. This is very, very weak now. Very weak now. Made a little bit of a hash of this, I think. I'm going to sack that one as well. But now I'm actually a little bit stuck for ideas. I'm going to have to drop the bishop back, I think. I have to drop the bishop back. But as soon as I move the queen, this pawn falls. So how do I reroute my bishop or my knight? I don't see how I do it. I might have to play a move like pawn up and then knight takes and plop it in the middle. And that's rather dangerous, and I can't move the bishop right now. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I'm going to have to play a move like knight back just so I can guard this square. That's a terrible square for the knight. Actually, can't I play queen across to bring the king up to guard the pawn? There is this, but I've got to release the queen or I'm lost. I have to get the queen into play. I'm trying to play this and protect the bishop. If I can't do it, it's just an automatic loss, isn't it? So, yeah, he's offered a trade, but now can I push? Takes, takes, takes. No, I'm going to have to take. Check, he just blocks with the queen. Bishop check, he steps up, so knight across and try and bring the knight up. And hope I'm not blundering something silly, which I might be. I'm hoping a move like check, blocks, check, king up, and some sort of knight trick, but it doesn't quite work right now, and now he's headed that off anyhow. Pawn up is a move. If he takes... it isn't a move, is it? So I might as well bring the knight forward, but I'm just completely lost. I don't see any good moves. At least I'm threatening a check now, but he's got everything really well guarded. And obviously I can't push the pawn now. Queen around the back doesn't seem to do anything. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to have to play a knight forward to hit the queen just to try and find any sort of move, and then I want the queen around the back. But it's not a good move, is it? I just don't see any other move at all. I mean, just queen back is probably winning. Hopeless. Yeah, the flag is my only hope this game, I think. Actually, if queen there, maybe I can drop the knight back with a view to jumping in here if he pushes, for instance. And if rook takes, bishop takes with a check at least. The flag is my only realistic hope here. So he's headed that off. I'm going to look to trade the queen purely because of the clock. And hope I can flag him. Only hope. Hope he blunders somewhere. I keep that bit closed. I hope he pushes the pawn. He doesn't. I wanted him to push there. Let's go after the bishop. He can mop my pawns up. There's not much I can do apart from the clock. All I'm trying to do is sack and get that pawn. 1, 2, 3. The knight can cover the corner. Oh, he didn't move quick enough. So lucky that, isn't it? So lucky. A 600 in first place. Is that really a 600? I doubt it. 2, 4, 5, 2. Good luck. You never know, of course, though. Okay, let's go G6. Let's just play knight up. Okay, let's play knight back. Bishop up. I'm just going to play, and if he plays this, I'm just going to plant the bishop. Trade it. Let's play knight up and maybe queen up. Knight up. Okay, I'm going to play h5 because I haven't castled. If he pushes, I've got to move like knight in. He takes, so I take. So I might play this, but then it does allow this, and it's messy. So he's gone back, so rook up to pin the knight is a little bit of a nuisance, but is it anything else? Let's play queen up first, hit the pawn. I'm looking at this, but I'm not sure it's anything other than a nuisance. Let's again hit the pawn. Knight out wide. Maybe just drop back. He pushes. But now I think I thought I could push. Although, can I push again? Knight takes, takes, up. Knight out wide, queen back. Have to drop back, I think. Right, now I can push, right? I think I can push. Let's drop back. Okay, he takes. I can take. If he checks, I can drop with the knight. But now I need to try and get castled, don't I? Is it possible? It isn't possible. I'm going to step over just to break this pin and maybe knight across. Okay, let's hit the knight. Why didn't I play the move before when that wasn't guarded? I'm going to play knight across though. Maybe king across. Let's push. Oh, I'm a minute down on the clock as well. Yeah, he's blown me away on the clock, hasn't he? I'm hoping to sack at some point, but I don't see it working. So queen across to break the pin. I could have taken it, maybe I should have. My knight's not doing much, his bishop is. Break the pin, see if he sacks. Okay, at least I'm threatening to take now. But I probably need to sack a piece to open the position up, and I don't see how I do it. Okay, let's just hit that knight again. Okay, I'm going to go that way. Rook up. Maybe. Again, can I take? Oh, that's a good move. Although, can I just take? Oh, he just takes. What the hell have I done? What the hell have I done? Again, I was doing okay again and then just lapse. Silly lapse. 2083, good luck. Okay, we'll play another carrow. This time we have an advance, so you want to try and stop your opponent playing this. That's one of the few lines you play an early h5. I think queen up is alright here. But I think it's a poison pawn to take there too early, so just bishop up. Bishop up and knight takes. He plays forward. There does come a point where it's okay to take here. I think it might be now. There comes a point where it's okay to grab the pawn because I'm threatening a check as well. And if he blocks, I can take and trade the queens depending on where he goes. Okay, well, can't I just take the bishop now? Then that hangs the rook. Yeah, he blundered it. Not necessarily over, but he definitely blundered. So knight up, solidify. That knight moves, I take the rook. Queen's got only one square though. Okay, he just resigns. He just annoyed that he blundered that one. Right, 2-3-70, good luck again. Nothing to lose when I'm playing somebody rates drastically above my best ever rating. That's like about 200 points above my best ever rating. I think I can take there. Let's go G3. Again, he's got an attacking line with the F file open, but I'll take the gamble on. Let's play knight up and maybe try and prepare to go forward, but not sure quite how just yet. Maybe knight this way. Yeah, knight this way, just pressure the pawn. I can always drop back. He pushes forward, so I'll drop back. I'm going to try and get this in, but ideally I want to get the bishop out, trade it first, trade it for something and then get e3. So I'm threatening takes, takes and grab a pawn. If he pushes, I've got a nice centre square. So I'm just going to take, now e3. But now I've got the problem of a backward f pawn and he's got a target. So it's a little bit of a problem this. Can I go... Oh god, what happened there? I'm wondering, can I go, I'm sorry, like 1, 2, 3. He's got a nice target, hasn't he? I'm going to play knight back. I'm going to try and do this. If he takes it, I can take back and close the file. Knight check, I just take. Right, so I'm looking at going here. And I'm going there. Okay, well that's a pawn. Might be a deliberate sack that. It might be a deliberate sack. He might have missed it, but it might be a sack. Okay, I think it makes sense to trade the queen. Right, now I'm going to hit the bishop. Knight check I can take. Pawn takes. Bishop back, he takes. Oh, he's gone in that way. But I can still take, right? Because if knight takes, I take and I've got a fork. Let's just fork them. Now, can I get the pawn forward here? I've got a solid position, but again, I can't break out, so I might end up losing all these pawns. If I push again, his bishop's going to get dangerous. So I'll have to try and give myself squares and get the rook out here. Again, I have to sack this. I have to get the rook active. That's all that matters. I'm going to try and push here. If knight takes pawn, then I've got knight takes pawn if he takes. Clearly I have to get behind that. I'm going to take and take here. But I've just lost this now. I'm still a pawn up, but he's got this monster. And I don't think it's possible to stop it because of the bishop. Maybe knight across cuts a diagonal. Hold on, so if I take rook down, knight down, he just queens, right? Oh my good god, so I have blown it. I'm hoping I can go here with rook down. He's got bishop down, but yeah, I'm hoping I can go here, but I don't think I can. But I'm looking at playing knight back, and now if he takes the rook, I can take back. I'm hitting the bishop. And now I'm going to try and run across. And now I've got rook across maybe. I don't actually have any other moves, do I? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, he's got more than enough time, hasn't he? Yeah, now I'm stuck. He's done terrifically well there, I'll just give him that. Again, I should have had that one as well. Unreal. We're 1894, good luck. Play pawn up and maybe bishop up, maybe queen back. Just queen back as soon as it's attacked. Knight up, bishop up. If the knight moves, then obviously I can trade the bishop. Okay, he's pushed forward. That gives me a good square for my knight potentially. Or does it? I'm going to hit the bishop and force him to decide whether he takes or goes back. He goes back. So I'm going to drop the knight across. Let's take with the knight. Again, I think I can trade. Well, I know I can trade, but I don't know if I want to trade. I think I should though. I'll take there as well. I'm happy to play an endgame, so let's just plop the knight in the middle. If he takes, I'm going to take with a pawn, I think, not the queen, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking at more like queen across and rook behind if possible. He has played rook across, so I'm going to move the queen. If he takes, I can obviously take with either pawn. But I'm threatening to take and maybe grab a pawn. Yeah, let's keep the king side sensible. That's a very good move, is it? But let's hit this. If he pushes now, I can take. So let's just hit the pawn. As long as my queen's not trapped, but I've definitely given him some chances here. What am I doing? I have to go back because he's hitting the pawn. I've definitely given him a chance, but I'm going to try and isolate a pawn and then triple stack it. Ooh. I think I have to play this and then this. I've got to try and stop him pushing this at any cost. And hope he doesn't have an attack on the king side while I'm on the queen side. And if he does, obviously you have to say well done. He's given me a pawn for a pawn. I don't think that works. I'm going to have to double up, and then I'm simply threatening to take. So I'm threatening to take because his queen's at front. Take, 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 take. Should in principle be good for my opponent, shouldn't it? Take, 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 take. And the two connected rooks should be winning for him. And now I don't even have that option. Okay, I'm going to go forward and try and go forward here. Because there's nothing his queen's going to do on its own. If he gets rook across, I'm in a lot of trouble. But I don't see how his queen actually gets in from inside. So I'm going to try and disturb this structure and get my queen free. But whether it actually helps or not, or hinders, I do not know. He's moved his king. So I'll push. If he takes as a check, but it doesn't win this pawn, so no point doing that. So I might as well pre-move to take if he takes. He's played a very good game, hasn't he? Very good. Obviously at some point, can I push this pawn? Who knows? Oh, he's come forward. Okay, well I'm going to take then. Okay, let's go up and pressure this pawn if his king wanders off. Now I'm going to try and come to this side if his rook goes back, which it's done. Well, let's go here because we hit the pawn and he can't defend it here. So he's just pushed. What am I doing? I can't take that. I was going to take that. Oh my goodness. Let's push. That's very bold. Let's check. Let's bring the king up. I am giving him a chance to get in now though, aren't I? I'm going to take a chance and try and open it up. And again, why the hell did I do that? What on earth was I thinking of? It's the worst move I could have played, isn't it? Literally the worst move I could have played, and I've just played it. Oh, he's gone with the queen. Oh, now I can take his pawn then. But my queen is so misplaced. I'm going to try and come back. Let's go here to cover the check. Now I'm threatening a move like rook up or rook up here. But he's got rook down hitting this, and I might be lost. He doesn't see it. I think he had rook down. Okay, now I should be winning because of the clock. Yeah, he's just misplayed the endgame there. He's under a lot of pressure with the clock, of course. Boy, hasn't he played a good game. Didn't he play a really good game? See, on another day I would have lost that. You look at that, 600 second, 16.5 out of 19, 1200, 1000. We're getting these shock results every single event. Right, we're playing a women's grandmaster. Oh, Dina, I've played Dina, I've lost to her before, I think. I'm pretty sure she's beaten me before. Good luck. Clearly, she's not just a title player, she's actually a women's grandmaster, and 2450 as well. I have won the odd game against players at this level, but they're very, very rare, very few and far between. Okay, what's she playing here? Okay, I'll just castle. She's obviously playing theory for her here. Let's take. Okay, I need my little cooling fan back on. I want rook up. Bishop down is annoying, but I think I have to take a chance and try and double the rooks. Okay, I don't have to take though. Let's play queen back. Just threatening to trade and grab a pawn. Okay, I'm going to launch a pawn. I'm going to launch a pawn. Knight comes in, so I'm going to take. I do not see really any good moves. I'm going to play pawn up. I don't see any good moves here. It got me in a bit of difficulty. I've misplayed this spot. How do I get my queen back to the other side of the rooks? Yeah, I have to do something urgent. Knight across, knight takes, rook takes. I have to play knight across now or I can't play it. So I'm going to take there. And I'm hoping I can play knight back. Okay, so knight back with the idea of knight forward. Pawn up doesn't work. Let's play knight up and queen takes. Okay, let's bring the bishop up. A rook across. Oops. That's a bit of an oops as well, isn't it? Play queen across and trade. Yeah, I've just not concentrated well this game, and a woman's grandmaster is a little bit too difficult to face if you're not sharp. Doesn't matter what level you're playing at. I mean, I've got no way to create pressure here, have I? Although, I've got a check there. Now let's take... It's just a matter of time before she breaks through, I think. I don't think that quite works, but it's probably a matter of time. Let's put the queen back and back. Can I get away with a move like f5? I've no idea, but I might as well play it because I'm just lost, aren't I? I think she can sack here, but let's see, she has. I'm threatening down here, but then the rook can sidestep. Can I push my pawn? Rook across, maybe pawn up. But I'm threatening to push my pawn up. It's not far off getting a queen myself. I have to go for this. Well, that's a very good draw, isn't it? Very good draw. I did well to salvage that one. That's a very good result for me. Right, 2, 2, 3, 3. Good luck. I'm going to play g6 this game just for variety. Oh, there's my opponent disconnected. There's good connection. A little message popped on screen. I didn't see quite what it was. Take, so I have to take with a pawn. Knight in. I'm going to play knight up just to try and prepare the casting. I don't think the knight sack is good, but might play it though. Goes the bishop. Yeah, I'll just play a knight up there. I might be blundering something here, but I just want a castle. Once I'm castled, I'm doing okay, I think. And of course, the natural e6 to support the pawn. Let's play rook across, you never know. You might want to go for a sacrifice. I doubt it, but you never know. Okay, I've got to push the pawn now. And then I can always maybe even sack this way. Oh, excuse me. As long as I've got a square for the knight, it should be alright. I'd like to maybe just advance, like chuck the pawns down the board, but it's more common to sack rook for knight when the opponent castles queen side rather than king side. just to try and open the king up. I don't think it particularly works. Okay, so knight up isn't good. Yeah, I'm going to chuck the pawn forward and try and push. I might just play a6 or steady move, or I just goes for the diagonal. Okay, I'm just going to push then. Knight moves, I've maybe got knight forward, but again, is it really gaining anything at all? I'm not sure it is. I am threatening to take, and rook takes pawn though, depending on where the knight goes. Okay, he's gone for that. So, knight down. Okay, I think I'm going to go for it. Now, have I got time to double the rooks up? Can he trade off? Rook across, I'll double up, I think. Okay. I'm going to double the rooks up while I can, and maybe try and use the queen to defend if I get into real difficulty. If the knight lands here, then it's obviously a problem. Knight up, knight takes, pawn takes. A slight stiff neck. I can't go there because of the queen. Well, I've got knight up here, haven't I, to hit the pawn. Queen there. I'm going to play here to cover this square with the idea of knight up to hit the queen and pawn. But again, whether it's actually creating a real threat, I'm not sure it is. But it also allows the immediate queen down in one move if I need a bailout. So the queen's gone back. So let's go up and guard the knight. I've always got the idea of a sack this side though. Okay, let's hit the queen. Maybe rook up. Now I'll get to play rook in over maybe. Well, let's try and pressure the pawn, aiming to double the rooks up. So now queen onto the file if I can. Yeah, don't worry about that pawn. Get the queen onto this file. Oh, the knight's maybe coming around there. Let's go here, pressure the pawn. I want to get on here, so I'm threatening to grab a pawn and then double up, but okay, I'll take. I'd like queen up if I could get it. Let's play knight up. Queen in a trade. Again, hit the pawn with a threat. If pushes, I check anyhow. Queen up. Play rook across. Maybe queen back. Oh, gold. I think I've got rook down. Got there. Excellent. That's a very good win. That might be one of these up and coming wonder kids. I did really well there. Again, you can see I was going very, very slowly. Very, very slowly, wasn't I? I couldn't play quickly, but a very good win. There's only 20 minutes left. I might as well see the tournament out. Oh, we're playing an IM and a 2700, so this is a completely different league to me, so good luck. Let's go c4 as well. Got to use my time wisely here. No point trying to play at the speed that a 2700 can play at. Okay, let's go e3 and d4. I'm going to play a bishop up and takes, I think. Okay, let's just drop back. Let's play rook across. Knight up is maybe a move, but it unleashes my opponent's rook, doesn't it? I think I have to play a pawn up there, but now my knight is weak. This knight is very strong otherwise, though. Knight across, rook takes, queen takes. The pawn's going to fall, that's the problem. I'm going to go this way and maybe just sack this pawn. Takes. So I take. Let's bring the knight in over. I don't think he'll take. I think he'll try and grab this pawn. If it takes, I could interestingly go with the pawn, but I don't think it works. I'm just going to try and bring my knight back to the other side of the board. Oh, my knee's hurting a little bit. I've had a little bit of a sore knee for a while, but it's not too bad, touch wood, but just sat here for thick end of 2 hours. Okay, so he pins my knight. So I could take and isolate a pawn actually, why not? Let's do that. Drop the knight back and look to trade. So if I end up losing my pawn, I mean they're both isolated now, aren't they? So if that my opponent's pawn is isolated as well, I've got a better chance of defending it. Because obviously I'm playing somebody who's a completely different level to me, so he'll have the theory that I don't have. Now is knight up a move here? Is rook up a move here? Rook up, he's got rook across. Knight across. Knight takes. I think I can play the immediate knight up to hit the pawn. So it's a gamble. Knight takes. So I'm going to take and trust that my knight isn't getting trapped. There's one pawn on a dark square. Rook across to hit the bishop and pawn is sensible, but he can cut and create a back rank mate threat. So again, if I go here, there's this threat, but again he goes across, does he? I'm going to gamble. He's not going to fall for this, so obviously there's a simple check threat. I'm going to gamble it's not getting trapped. Rook up, I can maybe go here. Bishop up, I go here. He can't go there because of the check. Let's play king across to cover this. And now maybe knight back to hit the two pawns. Okay, let's hit the rook. Which one do you want to be on? Okay, I'm going back to hit the two pawns. Okay, I'm going to take while I can and hope I've got a move like knight in. He just pushes. So knight back. Obviously rook across if he pushes is going to be forced. Ooh, can't I just take? Now a move like knight up is maybe playable. And rook up. Oh, and I've blundered it. He's tricked me wonderfully well. Well done. He did very well to trick me there, didn't he? Well done. At least I put in a really good effort though. That was very good. 2370, good luck. Okay, so we take. Just immediately drop back and knight up. Got a choice of pawns. Depends if I can get a chance to develop my bishop. Okay. No, I'm just going to hit the bishop and take. Then bishop to one of these. Let's go here. I think I'll castle. So now I can develop my bishop. And then make room for the knight to flip sides. Okay, pushes. Must be right to take, so even though he's got a... Well, I thought he was going with the passed pawn, I was going to say at least it's isolated, but now maybe I can play up. I'll take with the bishop, I think. Knight checks either way, my queen's covered, there's no discovery. So we're hitting the pawn, gain a pawn, if he checks I take. If he checks there I take, rook across, I go back, rook takes. Not so keen on that. But I don't see anything better. No. I'm going to gamble and take and just drop back. Again, I'm aware I'm losing this. I'm just going to try and develop now. So get off that file and trust I'm okay. He's got a knight check. I can always give an exchange up, or I can step into the corner. Okay, let's go across. Knight check I can not take, but I've got a corner move. Or have I got a corner move is a question. I'm not sure I have actually. Let's bring the queen in over and maybe look for a move like bishop up. I'm threatening takes, check and takes if the queen wanders off somewhere not so useful. Okay, that obviously is you. Oh god, I've lost my bishop. Oh god. Again, I didn't even see that. Didn't even enter my mind that move. Yeah, I've lost my concentration, haven't I? I've done okay for the overall event, but I've lost my concentration a bit sadly. Queen across. Okay, I might as well try and double the rooks up at least. Blundered again. He's threatening check if I go here. Rook down, knight takes is still a move. How the hell have I blundered all this? Let's play pawn up, knight check. I can sidestep maybe. Right, now we've doubled them up. Can I get a move like this in? But then he gets a check anyhow. Tempting me, tempting me. I'm just going to go up the one and try and play king up. Yeah, it's over this, isn't it? I can't even be bothered playing that out now. That's over. I'll just get on with another game. Okay, 1800. Good luck. I've played this line once earlier, haven't I? Let's play it again. Okay. Let's go e3, hit the pawn. It's not how you actually play this, I don't think, but c4 next. Okay, c4 anyhow. If takes, I'll take with the pawn. I don't have to take the pawn, he doesn't. So I'll get the bishop up in h3 maybe. Just stop bishop g4. Okay, I'm going to look to trade a set of knights and then find a square for my bishop, probably back where it was. Let's just take that. a rook across. If he pushes either pawn, I can counter push the other one. I'm covering bishop to f5 with my bishop, but again it's going to be very, very tricky to break out. I could take, and he has to go with pawn. Actually, that's better, I think. He has to go with his pawn or give up the rook. So now I've got rook up to hit the pawn. So I think I have to take with the rook, otherwise he had the obvious bishop down. So now maybe queen across to guard the bishop, but as soon as I retreat he's going to grab a pawn, but at least I can double his pawns here. Oh, it is very warm and stuffy today, very warm. Knight down. Right, I'm going to give him the pawn in order to get his bishop off the board. I'll pre-move in case he takes, but he won't. He should grab the pawn, and I'll take his bishop and double his pawn up there. Just try and isolate this one. And I think it might be my last game. This is only a few minutes left in it, but I think this is going to be my final game. He's taken, so I'm going to take. Now I need to find a way to advance, and I don't see it offhand. Let's play queen up, looking for rook across, trapping his queen. His queen's got no obvious squares to move to if I can get rook across, but I'm going to stop after this game. My knee's aching a little bit, my neck's aching a little bit. I don't normally play chess for 2 hours in a row like this anymore. And there is only, there's barely 10 minutes left, if that. I might get one more game in, but I wouldn't play another game, I don't think. I've had a pretty good arena overall, considering. A few silly sloppy lapses in concentration, but overall it's gone pretty well. He's only got one square really for the queen, and rook across, and he still can't actually retreat. And he's going to get flagged anyway now, I would hope. So hopefully I'll end on a high note. I only get 2 points even if I win this, but 2175 is still higher than my starting rating. He's played knight across, so I think rook across has to be the move. And that should be enough, purely because of the clock, if nothing else now. Even if he finds something, the clock should be good enough now. Let's play queen up to hit that pawn. There's no back rank, I've got this square here. So as long as he doesn't have an immediate back rank mate, then it should be winning. I can sack the queen for the rook if I really have to, but... Just make certain there's no sloppy back rank. Let's play knight here and king up. So he's got knight takes pawn. I'm going to push up there. I'm just trying to run his clock down here, of course. Now hit the 2. Excellent. Managed to finish with a win. Excellent. So there's no point starting a game. There's 7 minutes left. I could fit one more game in, but I'm 177th place, so clearly I'm not going to get a high finish, but I've actually done really well. 2175 is higher than my start rating, which was my best ever rating. I hit 2189, didn't I? I've got a draw with a women's grandmaster, so it's actually gone overall pretty decent, so pretty good.